Here at North Pole in Western Australia, very famous locality because the rocks here are about 3.5 billion years old, and they hold the oldest, essentially uncontested evidence of life on Earth. That kind of evidence are structures like this here, this domical feature here, which to the geologist are very reminiscent of the sort of domical structures we see in the modern stromatolites in Shark Bay. And if you look around more carefully, if you have a trained eye, what you find here are all sorts of very fine features, crinkly laminations that really look like fossilized forms of microbial mats. It's not just the domical structure, it tells the details of the laminations that we find inside those sort of structures around here. All of which add up to, we believe, evidence of biology, of microbes, very much like the Shark Bay cyanobacteria living 3.5 billion years ago. That's the dominant form of life that we find, the dominant evidence of life. In fact, it's the only evidence of life just about, aside from some contentious microfossils that we find in rocks of this antiquity and through most of Earth history. Now, this is hard to recognize, right? To the untrained eye, this is a lump of rock. And to the untrained eye, if you look around here in general, this is not a spectacular locality from an aesthetic standpoint. But it takes a lot of training to recognize that there are fossil structures here. And even for trained experts, we argue quite a lot about the interpretation of these things.